right, guys. One of my favorite builders out from PA, Mark Giambalvo, and Creative Rod and Kustoms. His wife Heather. They are a team. They really are. You do it, man. I don't know how you do it. You make it look easy, but there's so much work. You guys drive 36, 38 hours to get here from the East Coast. You come to the West Coast. You're killing it, man.
So, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, it ain't easy. It takes a lot of work to get this stuff done, a lot of long hours. The guys in the shop killed it on this one again. I mean, without them, none of this stuff gets done, and that's the main thing about it, is that they're just working day and night on this stuff to get it out here. And
with your track record going back to, I think, about 4 years, the 68, then last year, and then this year, I'm got to think that the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger of the guys that want you to have you as the builder.
Yeah, no, we're lucky with that. We got a lot of projects coming in. I mean, unfortunately, this is the last C10 we got scheduled for a while. I got a killer crew cab Dodge, Cummins powered Dodge we're building. Pretty wild Model A two-door sedan we'll have out next year, but it is cool. We get to go to shows like this and people see our work, and got customers from all over the country looking for us to do stuff with them, and it's a good deal.
Well, with the C10s in their bloodlines, I won't forget about you. I look forward to seeing this Dodge. Now, is that a swept line?
Yep, 71 swept line, crew cab, long bed. So roadster shop chassis on a full air ride, 20 and 22s on it, and be a cool truck for sure.
Why are you going to keep it a long bed?
Yep, that's what the customer wanted. Yeah, he pretty much everything that is ugly about that truck he wants. He said that's what he likes about it, so we're just going to refine it as much as we can, but keep the big bulky door hinges on it, keep the vent windows, keep the long bed, just kind of refine it, tighten up the gaps, killer paint on it, and real nice interior, and really try to clean the Cummins up on it a lot. We did a custom twin turbo setup on it, smooth the whole engine block out, full stainless exhaust, and kind of go above and beyond what most guys are doing with diesel swaps, just almost build it as if we're building a street rod, just a real high-end street rod type finish to it. So.
Okay. This truck, this is, you and I talked before the other day, this definitely isn't your style, but what you did, he's got a big old hole with a blower through the top. He's got, some of the bed lines. But whether you realize it or not, I could see some of the cleanliness, the gaps, the way that you filled everything, you smoothed so much. So you went a little kind of outside of lines for you.
Yeah, I think it was a little out of our comfort zone. We've never done that kind of pro street, kind of really in-your-face type build before. Most of our stuff's more laid back. So it was a little bit of a challenge to try to blend the two styles together. I think we did it, though. I think we pulled it off. It's getting a lot of attention, and I think some of the things that I was a little hung up on, a lot of people really like, and I'm starting to realize that, maybe everything that my style and maybe isn't everyone's style, and it's good to kind of do something a little bit different for once. And so.
Well, and that makes you're kind of growing as a builder, right? It's funny when we talk and a little bit off air, right? You're like, dude, I really have to work through some of this stuff. But then after you do it, it kind of grows on you, and you're realizing, like you said, hey, I've got a little room to grow here, and you know what? It's getting a lot of love. It's something different, and damn, son, I'm doing it.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, the attention it got here is kind of coming into it, figuring that way more people than I thought were going to really like the thing, and the owner is thrilled with it. He loves it, and I think at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, is we built his dream truck and what he wanted, so.
Hey, what are the odds, man? This car starts up right by us. It's loud as shit. It's actually that monster truck. So that must be a Ford. Here he goes here. We're going to let him go by. He's loud. Mark was doing a good job talking about the motor, so pick it up there. Tell us about the power plant on this thing.
572 big block Chevy. It's a dart block, dart heads. It's been punched out to, I think, 662 or something right around there. It's got a Kinsler 8-stack injection, right around 900 horsepower on pump gas. Built a full stainless exhaust, built the headers from scratch from it. They're 2 1/4 inch primary, so that was quite a challenge trying to snake that all through this chassis and that. It's a stock chassis. We boxed it, built a custom back half with a 4-link, Art Morrison front clip on it. The whole kind of design, the original design was the stance of this truck. So we had to fit a pack of cigarettes under the rocker panel, and that was the ride height of where we built this chassis to. So this is ride height. It's not on bags. It's not turned down, nothing. This is how it will drive. From there, TCI 6-speed transmission, 20x15 shot wheels in the back, 18x9 in the front, Mickey Thompson tires. The from there, I mean, that's really the drivetrain. The body's been really cut up on this thing, and you can kind of see that from looking at it. But 2.5-inch chop in the front, 2-inch in the back. The body's been wedge sectioned. It's been narrowed 5 inches at the front. Bed's been fully molded together. Built a whole engine bay out, custom dashboard, just tons of little things throughout the thing. One-off taillights with 3D printed the headlight bezel. They've got all hidden fasteners. They all kind of just push in place there. Custom billet badges on it we had machined, and just tons of neat little things throughout it. So,
at what point is that Creative Rods, and what point is him? You know, when you talk about really the amount of body work that's been done.
The chop and the section, a lot of that was the owner's design. The ride height, he definitely had an idea in his head what he wanted with this thing. The stacked injection coming through the hood, that was something that he definitely wanted. You know, he wanted that modern pro street look. He loves pro street stuff, and it's been, you know, he's been around that stuff for years, and this truck kind of had to have some of that influence. And once again, that was a little bit of a challenge for us to kind of take that and do what we do with it. And you know, the other kind of thing was the truck had to look aggressive and sinister looking. So
it looks so fast.
Yeah, and that was the whole. So we stayed away from any chrome finishes. Just tried to matte out and paint everything, and just kind of give it that aggressive look. And
how's the response been this week? Because the combination of the paint, the gaps, the way you cut and just did everything that you did from a metalwork perspective, and then the wheels. It's just, I'm assuming, and you've received a few awards too. So you're hearing, I'm sure, from the people and obviously, you know, the big dogs.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, it's had a really good response here. We got a great spot here with Mothers, and, you know, just really right out in the sun all week, you know, just really showed off the paint and that. And kind of like we talked with the blue truck last year, I wasn't sure how the C10 crowd was going to, like, respond with that, because it kind of took on a little bit more of a pro touring look in that. And this was even more so. I was worried about that, but it's got a good response. You know, everyone's really likes it. And I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't, but for the most part, we've gotten, you know, a lot of compliments on it. And, you know, some of the things that I was kind of hung up on and didn't know how it was going to work out, like the ejection coming through the hood and that, we've gotten a ton of good response on that one. It's just, I guess it's a little bit different, you know, and people like it.
Well, I think it grows on you, and I think it has literally grown on you. Yeah. So I think it's one of those things where when we get these guys and you get these clients that have a few ideas, it's actually kind of a cool blend that you guys are working together, because you put the mark spin on it, and then they get a few other things. And this is, you know, for you, like you said, as a challenging as a builder, what you've been able to do is we're getting a little bit of the best of both worlds. We're seeing you outside of your lines and your comfort zone, and then the owner is obviously allowing you to do what you do as well.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I mean, there are some things we changed up, and things that, you know, some of the billet badging and that he didn't even know about until he showed up here on Tuesday and saw it. And it's, you know, it's certain things like that that he's given us some, you know, free reign over that. And it's just things, you know, little detail stuff like that we're able to do and make it our own too. And change the gauges up on him last minute, and just things like that you know, you're hoping when he sees it, he likes it, and he doesn't, you know, he's not upset that you changed. And so far he seemed to love everything about it, and said that, you know, he's happy and we made the right decision on the choices we made. And
good, that's awesome. Now, did you get what was the GoodGuys award for design?
That was for Trendsetter of the Year award, which they give out every year to what they consider like a an upping, you know, not necessarily an up-and-coming builder, but an up-and-coming younger builder that I guess they feel is setting some trends in the industry and just getting, you know, stuff out there. So it was, yeah, we were real honored to receive that on Wednesday night. It was a surprise. My wife hid it for me for 3 months, and I'd said to her, what if we hadn't got this project done and I didn't come, then what, you know? But it worked out real well. We're real honored to get that, and made it into the top 40 for the Battle of the Builders, which was a huge honor too. I mean, you get so many vehicles out here and shops and builders entering for that. So it was really great to make into that top 40 this year.
Well, and I mean, I would assume as a trendsetter, that's got to be one of the coolest accolades and awards you've ever gotten.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things that, it's one that I always hoped to get. I, you know, never knew if I would or when, but it was definitely on my list of things that I did want to achieve, and I'm glad that I was able to do that. So.
Well, awesome for you guys, you, your team, your wife, and everybody at Creative Rod and Kustoms. I think that we're glad that you kind of, you know, we got to see you in the C10 world. I know you said you're going to go outside of that for a while.
We'll have some more, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's so many of them. But I just think that it's so cool that because I truly think you are a trendsetter. I think you're one of the if I had the money and I could have you build a truck, I would. Because you literally are one of the builders that I'm always looking at, seeing what you're doing. Congratulations on not only being here again, winning the awards that you've won, and winning that award, your team. We're always so appreciative of your time, and we just want to, wish you safe travels home, and we always look forward to seeing you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate everything you guys do for us, too. We love just interviewing and talking with you and that, so it's great. Good times.
You got it, man. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
See you guys. Have a good week. SEMA 2019. You can see it's getting dark. We're out of here. Peace.